Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mangesh Dishing, working as an assistant professor in Satana College, Nasik. Friends, in last videos up to now we saw isomerism, classification of isomers, structural isomers as well as conformational isomers of cyclic as well as acyclic compounds. That links are provided into the comment box. You can watch that videos also. In this video we will learn about geometrical isomerism. Now we will see some examples. This is the some simplest example. Yes, geometrical isomers are possible. See here, carbon, two different atoms, carbon, two different atoms. Now you have to give the priority. First atom is iodine, first atom is hydrogen. So you know that hydrogen least atomic number 1, so it will get always 2, while another 1. And you know the atomic number of iodine, that is 53, and this is only 1, so it will get a second priority. In this case, bromine atomic number is 35 and chlorine atomic number is 17. So bromine will get the first priority and chlorine will get the second priority. Now what is this isomer? Yes, similar groups are on the same side, so this should be Z isomer, correct. Now next example. So this is the next example. See here, carbon attached to the carbon and hydrogen. First atoms are carbon and hydrogen. So atomic number of carbon is higher, 6, and hydrogen is only 1. So it will get less, second priority, and this carbon will get the first priority. In this case, first atom is carbon, first atom is carbon. Go for next 3 atoms. So next 3 atoms are oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen, while this, in this case, nitrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Whose atomic number is higher? Oxygen. So oxygen has will get the first priority because atomic number is higher than the nitrogen, which is 8, while here is only 7. So first priority to the this group and second priority to this group. Similar priority groups are on the same side again, so this must be Z isomer again. Now we'll see the next isomer. Next is this one. See, this is a simple example again. Carbon attached to the bromine and chlorine. Bromine atomic number is 35 while chlorine is only 17. So bromine will get the first priority while chlorine will get the second priority. In this case also same. Atom is nitrogen, first atom is oxygen. Oxygen is a higher atomic number, that is 8, 7 for nitrogen. So oxygen will get the first priority and nitrogen will get the second. Now in this case, similar groups are on the opposite side of the double bond. So this must be E isomer, correct. Now next example. See here, carbon attached to the carbon, carbon attached to the carbon. Then go for the next 3 atoms. Here next 3 atoms are very simple, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here is carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. For this next atom you should know the structures, chemical bondings, where the bondings are possible, how that functional groups looks like. These are the basic concepts also. You need to know that concepts also, bonding. So here carbon attached to the carbon as well as 2 hydrogens. So carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. So in this way, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here is hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. First atom is carbon, first atom is hydrogen. So it will get the first priority, correct, and this will get the second priority. In this case, first atom is nitrogen, first atom is nitrogen. Again, you should know the nitro functional group. So this is actually nitro functional groups looks like. Nitrogen is double bonded with oxygen and single bonded with oxygen. So next 3 atoms attached to this nitrogens are, this is double bond, so consider as a 2 oxygen, and this is single bond, 1 oxygen. So oxygen, oxygen and oxygen. In this case, next 3 atoms are not possible because nitrogen valence is only 3. So next 2 atoms are hydrogen and hydrogen. So first atom is oxygen, first atom is hydrogen. So first priority to the nitro group and second priority group to the amine group. So similar groups are on the same side of the double bond. So what is this isomer? Yes, Z isomer, correct. Now we'll see again some examples. See here, carbon attached to the chlorine, carbon attached to the carbon. Whose atomic number is higher? Chlorine, yes, 17, carbon is only 6, so chlorine will get the first priority. While in this case, this is pH. In last example only we saw pH means phenyl ring, that is benzene ring. So carbon, first atom is carbon, here is also first atom is carbon, so both are same. Go for next 3 atoms. So that phenylic carbon atom is attached to the next 3 carbon atoms, while in this case CHO means what? Aldehyde. See, this is aldehyde. Aldehyde looks like this: carbon, oxygen double bond, carbon, single bond with hydrogen. So you should know the basic functional group and their bonding. Then only you will get the next 3 atoms. So here carbon attached to the oxygen with double bond, and here is hydrogen. So you have to write 3 atoms in a decreasing atomic number. So that is oxygen, oxygen, because double bond you have to consider twice, oxygen, oxygen and hydrogen. Here in this case carbon, carbon and carbon. See here, carbon, carbon and carbon, oxygen, oxygen and hydrogen. Compare the first atom is oxygen, first atom is carbon. So this will get the first priority, this will get the second priority. Correct. Now what is this isomer? Yes, similar groups are on the opposite side. So this isomer will be E isomer. Now next example. Again same simple example. See here, carbon attached to the hydrogen, carbon attached to the bromine. First atoms are hydrogen and bromine. So bromine higher atomic number, higher priority. In this case, carbon, carbon. First atoms are carbon, carbon. So go for the next 3 atoms. So next 3 atoms attached to this carbon is triple bonded carbon. Means this triple bond you have to consider as a 3 carbon atoms. So you have to write like this: carbon, carbon, carbon. While in this case COOH, carboxylic acid functional group. So you should know the structure of carboxylic acid. So this is the functional group, looks like carbon, oxygen double bond, while carbon, oxygen single bond. So next 3 atoms are oxygen, oxygen and oxygen, oxygen, oxygen and oxygen. So first atoms are carbon and oxygen. So higher atomic number is oxygen, 8. So this will get the first priority. Likewise, so similar groups are on the same side of the double bond, then this isomer must be Z isomer. Yes. Now we will see some physical as well as chemical properties of the geometrical isomerism. In geometrical isomerism, they have a different physical properties such as melting point, boiling point, refractive indices, solubilities, densities, etc. Because they are diastereomers, they are not mirror images of each other, so their all the physical properties are different. So these are the some examples, we will see one by one. So now this is cis 2-butene and trans 2-butene. Tell me friends, this is E or Z? Yes, this is Z and this is E. Now this is cis 2-butene, this is trans 2-butene. This is their dipole moment. Dipole moment is 0.33 dB. His dipole moment is equal to 0 dB. Boiling point of this cis compound is plus 4 degrees Celsius, while boiling point of this trans 2-butene is 1 degree Celsius. While melting point of this cis isomer is minus 139 degrees Celsius, while melting point of this trans 2-butene is minus 106 degrees Celsius. Friends, why this is the difference? See here, their structures are different, so their properties must be different, but what is the effect of the structures on their property? Now as we know that these methyls are the alkyl groups, so it has a plus I effect, electron donating inductive effect. So this electron donating effect, both methyl groups donates the electron to this double bond, so there is a generation of polarity. All these electron migration towards the only one direction, so it generates a polarity. So this cis double bond or cis 2-butene becomes slightly polar, while in this case that equal and opposite directions this methyl donates the electron, so they cancels the polarity. So the dipole moment is 0 for the trans 2-butene. So trans 2-butene is a non-polar compound, while the cis 2-butene has a slight polarity, that is 0.33 dB. As we know that if cis 2-butene is more polar compounds has a higher boiling points. That's why cis isomer has a higher boiling point than trans isomer. So if more the polarity, more boiling point. Cis isomers are more polar, that's why their boiling points are higher. In opposite manner, trans isomers has a higher order of symmetry that fits into a crystal lattice perfectly and strongly. That's why their melting points are higher. See here their melting point. The melting point of trans isomers are higher, while melting points of cis isomers are lower. It has a less symmetry, it has a higher degree of symmetry, so it fits into the crystal lattice perfectly, while it fits poorly in a crystal lattice. That's why its melting point is lower and melting point of trans isomer is higher. Always remember one thing, more polar, more boiling point, but more symmetrical, more melting point. These are the physical properties of geometrical isomers. Now we will see the chemical isomers. Chemical properties. Chemical properties mean their order of reactions, their type of reactions, how they react with the same reagents in same conditions. See here. So this is the example of cyclization reactions, that is condensation of diacids. So this is diacid. The name is malic acid. Malic acid is a cis isomer. If you heat this malic acid as 140 degrees Celsius, it gets condensed and forms a cyclic compound that is called as malic anhydride. Why this happens? Because this COOH group are along the one side of this double bond on the same side, so cyclization is very possible. But this is the different case in case of its trans isomer. The trans isomer, the name is fumaric acid. If you heat at 140 degrees Celsius, there will be no any reactions because cyclization is not possible. These are on the opposite side of the double bond. But if you increase the heat and if you heat it at 300 degrees Celsius, then that pi bond will break and they get isomerized to the cis isomer. The cis isomer is malic acid and that will get cyclized after condensation and forms a malic anhydride. So fumaric acid won't give the fumaric anhydride. It firstly convert to the malic acid and then malic anhydride. So this is the reaction difference. Chemical properties are different into the cis and trans isomerism. Next reaction we will see that dihydroxylation reactions. So dihydroxylation reactions means formation of diol with the alkene by using dilute KMnO4. So this is malic acid. If you hydrolyzed with dilute KMnO4, so this alkene is converted to the diol, and this is the syn addition of hydroxy group. So both hydroxy coming from the same side of the double bond, so you will get a mesotartaric acid. You will get the mesotartaric acid. But same reactions if you do with the fumaric acid, again syn addition of this hydroxy group, but you will end it with the DL pair of tartaric acid. Two products, two enantiomers in equimolar form, that is called as DL pair of tartaric acid. This is a racemic mixture of two enantiomers, optically inactive, while this is the only one compound that is meso compound. Meso compounds are optically inactive. So in both the cases you will get the optically inactive product, but in this case only one product. In this case two products are there and both products are enantiomers of each other. So racemic mixture here and here is only mesotartaric acid. So this case happens into the bromination, that is anti-addition. Cis malic acid gives you DL pair of dibromo compounds, while fumaric acid, that is trans isomer, will give you a meso dibromo compound. So their reactions, pattern of reactions, their reactivity, their formation of products will be different in case of cis and trans isomers. Friends, if you like this video, just like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for the watching. Thank you so much.